Would you believe if I told you that this 4-foot tall Ferris wheel is made entirely out of chocolate? It took hours and hours of precise work, modeling, tempering, and assembling each piece by hand, just in time for Easter. Do you know what the best part is? It actually works, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. This showpiece took me almost 3 weeks to make. I started off with the most important part. That was calculating the exact measurements and dimensions of each and every piece. Think of it as building a house. One wrong move and the entire thing falls to the ground. Chocolate is a very delicate material to use, and it requires to be tempered, which is heating and cooling down chocolate to very specific temperatures so that it has its maximum strength to keep it standing. One of the major challenges with a piece like this is that the entire wheel is so delicate that I wasn't even sure that it was going to stand up until the end. But I had to keep on going. I've had few showpieces in the past break into pieces even before they've been completed, and I had to make sure that this wasn't going to be one of them. A cool backstory with this showpiece is that I've made this in collaboration with a local bean-to-bar chocolate brand. So all the chocolate that I've used here is made from scratch at that very kitchen. And honestly, that is the coolest thing ever for a pastry chef. To top it all off, this showpiece, once completed, is going to be on display at this chocolate shop for Easter. As you just saw, the wheel was created using so many small pieces that was stuck together using just chocolate. The main part was over. The only thing was that it was so big that I couldn't lift it up all by myself. It took at least 3 people to lift that wheel up. The base, on the other hand, seemed relatively easy to make, but I had to make sure that it was sturdy enough to take up the weight of the entire showpiece. Since it was for Easter, I used cute little egg-shaped molds to cast chocolate in. I decided to use these as the carts on the wheel. And with this, all the parts of the showpiece are complete. The next step would be to add in some color by spraying the entire piece in colored cocoa butter. I decided to go with a shade that was a mix of purple and blue. Spraying showpieces may look like fun, but honestly, the cocoa butter just gets everywhere. I have to cover all the areas around with plastic since it's so difficult to clean off. I have to literally open all the doors and windows in that room because it gets so difficult to breathe with all the cocoa butter in the air. For the egg-shaped carts, I decided to add a pop of contrasting color, so I went ahead and sprayed them in a shiny golden color. The fun part was over, and the part that I was most anxious about was finally here, the final assembly. Like I said earlier, there was no way that I was going to lift this wheel all by myself. It was literally bigger than me. We needed 3 people to help lift that wheel and attach the center part so that it could stand in place. Once that was done, I literally stood back and waited, expecting it to fall over and break. Luckily, it stayed up in one piece. I attached the Easter egg carts, and voila, the showpiece is finally completed. The craziest thing about this showpiece is that it's actually functional. Yes, it actually spins, which makes this the most fun and entertaining showpiece that I've ever created. This piece pushed every limit, and I loved every second of bringing it to life. If you enjoyed watching this come together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with somebody who loves chocolate as much as I do. Also, let me know in the comment section what you would like me to make next. See you. Bye.